Hi, this is B and this is the Art Life YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to show you all about how to create an artwork using alcohol inks. Now these are messy, they're a little bit smelly, and they can be expensive. So follow my video and I'll show you how to use them so that you can create something you're really proud of. Sorry for my absence, and I apologize for not making new videos for you recently. I'll explain why in an upcoming video and hope to create some more videos for you coming up in the future. So come with me today and you might be able to create something that looks something like this. Now, alcohol inks are so fun, and the coolest thing about them is that they sort of have a mind of their own. So when you're creating an artwork using alcohol inks, you sort of need to let go a little bit and have a little fun with using colour and seeing what happens when you use different colours together, different types of metallics together, and the different reactions that you can create with your alcohol inks. Now, my cousin Cassie, who hasn't used alcohol inks before, actually came with me because I wanted to show you how anyone can do this. Any level of expertise can have a go at using alcohol inks because they're so free-flowing and so much fun. You might make a mistake or two. For example, this was one of my fails, but the idea is to learn from your mistakes, work out what you did wrong, and have a go again and do better next time. So I've been able to create one that I'm really proud of. You can see that I've used harmonious colours, which I've talked about a lot in my other videos. They're colours that are similar to one another, so when they blend together, they're going to create a nice colour rather than sort of a pooey brown or something really dark. I've also had a go at using some metallics, and in the upcoming video, I'll show you where to get all your materials and what you need to get started. So today we are going to learn all about alcohol inks. These are alcohol inks. This brand is really awesome. It's from Zart Art, where I get all of my stuff, and you're probably going to pay about $6 or $7 per color, but you can get some packs and they last forever. I've had this for over a few years and you can see hardly any has been used. So it will last you a while, even though the outlay is a little bit. But you don't just need the ink, you actually need specific paper to work with alcohol ink. If you've worked with normal paper and alcohol ink, which I'll demonstrate soon, it does not work very well. The ink absorbs into the paper and it just doesn't work. What you need is something called UPO paper. This is the best paper for using alcohol ink, and it is quite expensive as well. It's kind of like photo paper. It's the same sort of consistency and thickness, and it doesn't allow for absorption. So what I actually do, because it does cost a bit, I cut it into smaller pieces. These are an A5 piece, and this is a perfect size when working with kids or adults really, because it means you don't use as much of the alcohol ink as well. So we're gonna have a go at different types of paper. I'll show you what the effect is. I'll also show you some different effects with metallic pens and oil pastels, just to show you what happens. Now, to prove that you actually need no experience whatsoever when it comes to using alcohol ink, I have my cousin here. Her name is Cass. You can say hi. Hello. And she is a first timer when it comes to alcohol ink. She hasn't used them before, doesn't know how to use them, and she's going to have a go with me today, alongside me, just to show you that you literally need no experience, just this video and the right materials. So let's get set up and we'll get started. All right, guys, this is just an experiment. I want to show you what happens with normal paper. All right, so I suggest having just something underneath because the ink will probably go through. So I've just got a piece of cardboard here, and you'll notice that when you drip on the alcohol ink, it's cool, but it absorbs into the paper, so it doesn't spread as much. What you'll notice is just a few circles, and it kind of pulls, the color kind of stays on the paper, and then it's slowly getting sucked in, and you'll see it on the other side, as you can see there. All right, the paper, a normal piece of paper is porous, so it's going to suck in the liquid if you put anything on it, but we don't want that to happen. All right, so that's why using normal paper and alcohol ink is not going to give you the effect that you're probably hoping for, and I suggest not doing it at all. So hopefully that demonstrates why. Oh, okay, I got ink on my bench top. Oh. Oh, good. Okay, thank you. We'll leave that there to soak. Okay, definitely.
Outdoors.
Yes,
Outdoors.
working with children. I do suggest working outdoors with alcohol inks because, I don't know, Cass, if you can notice already, they smell.
Yes.
They have a fair smell to them. They're quite potent. So working outside will help with aerating, and it'll also help with mess. And, you know, I'm an adult and I've already made a mess. So, okay, I need to teach you about extender. An extender medium is a really cheap alternative to help. Here we go, Cass, piece of paper each. What it does, it helps to make the colours spread. I'll show you what I mean. So this isn't actually alcohol ink. It's a form of alcohol. It doesn't have any colour to it, as you can see. So if you put that down on your paper first, right, and then I'll show you what happens first, Cass. Yeah. If I put a tiny little drop, that's going to spread easier because of the extender medium. All right, it's also going to change the color a little bit. Can you see that? How it's spreading? Yeah. That's the idea. That's what we want it to do. And that will continue to happen. It'll happen slowly. You can actually guide it by picking it up if you want to. If you can see that. Yeah. It will move around. It's almost as if, like when working with watercolors, it's like adding more water. Yeah. That's the idea. Okay, so getting high up in here. Stinks. Now, when working with alcohol inks, what I suggest is have a go at a color scheme. You might notice in a few of my different videos, you do need to think about the colors you're using because especially with alcohol inks, they blend and bleed together. Now we want a nice blend and bleed. For example, if I'm going to use orange and blue, when orange and blue mix together, it makes a really gross pooey brown. And that's not really the type of color I want. So what I would do is choose a color that's similar to, say, blue, like a green or a purple. Any color combination with these guys is going to look good because they make like a nice turquoise or something like that. So think about the colors, don't just be random about it. Now I've already started with pink, so I might also add maybe a bit of yellow, and I definitely suggest investing in some silver or gold. Gotta mix it up. These add awesome effects, but I'll show you that later. Okay, so choose your colors, Cass. What am I gonna do? I might go sort of the warm colors. I've got orange, pink and yellow. All right, so you got your extender on there. We can have a few different goes. So this is this your first time using alcohol inks or have you had a go at home?
I've had a go on glass.
On glass. And how did it go on glass?
Good.
Yeah? Did the colors kind of bleed like this?
It did a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so glass being the type of medium that doesn't suck in as well, I think that would work really well. Cool. Well, the idea now that we have some extender medium down, it's just a matter of putting some dots where you think the colors might look nice. Okay. And then if you want them to spread out, you can move them around. Choose whatever colors you want. Whoops. And the idea is obviously to create an abstract kind of expressive artwork. So abstract means it's not real. So we're not creating a realistic sort of artwork of anything in particular. We're just wanting the colors to play together and create sort of an interesting piece. So be thoughtful with where you're putting your dots. But in saying that, they sort of do their thing.
Yes.
So you can see here the colors are sort of going to mix together. They'll continue to play with one another. But if you keep them separate, they're not going to necessarily join up. So it is sort of important to stay close together so that the colors can have a play. You can also drop on top of colors. So I just dropped yellow on top of my orange there. You can see that there. And you can continue to do that. So I liked my pink, how that looked. So I want to see what happens when I add it to my yellow. I assume it'll go orange. You can add extender over the top as well. It'll just lighten the colors. So have Have a go, can you see that?
Yeah.
That's the extender over the top of the blue. So what's happening is essentially an alcoholic kind of chemical reaction. The colours are playing with each other, I suppose. And you can see that there, the colours are pretty cool. What am I going to do now? I want some purple. I feel like I need a little bit of something.
Like pretty yellow.
And that's why this size is really good, because imagine like a really big size, how much you'd go through. It'd just be heaps. Oh, the purple's really dark. There you go. It can just be pretty messy too. Oh, I like that.
Yes.
There you go. Oh my gosh, we need to open a window. Oh, that's a bit drippy and droppy. If you want it to be more of a drip kind of texture, you could hold it up while it's still wet. Sort of changes up the circular motion, but it's obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to. I don't know what I feel about that. All right, I want to show you what happens when you add some metallics now. This is where it really looks cool. So keep layering all your colors till you're happy. And then this is the fun part, so check it out. How cool is that? I'll do it again, nice and close. You ready? I love it. Yeah, is it just me? Cool. It's cool, isn't it? And that keeps sort of reacting. You can see here, it sort of pools a bit. So the metallic's my favorite part, and I normally leave that till last. But don't take too long. Like the alcohol inks do dry, and you can put more alcohol ink over the top of dry alcohol ink. However, the reaction's different. That looks cool. Love the colors. Are you going gold?
Yeah. Yeah, gold's better.
What you can do, what I've forgotten as well to tell you, is you can almost write with it. You can sort of do that if you wanted more sort of detailed kind of lines. That's sick. It's really mesmerizing.
Yeah.
That looks cool in there.
I think gold looks better.
Do you? Well, we'll do it again. We'll do another one. All right, I want to show you something else. So let's put that somewhere that's not going to ruin my house. But any adult or child can do something like that. It's literally putting drops on paper, and it's super fun. So let's let that dry. Part of this is sort of getting an idea of what your style is, and what, you know, what suits you and what you'd like to have in your home if you're going to display it. So I liked the resistance with the pastels. I want to see that again, but probably in a more structured kind of way. Did you want to go with the pastels or no?
No.
Not today? All right, you watch. Oh, don't let it affect your confidence with it all.
I don't want to ruin your bench.
I've already ruined my bench.
I'll keep an eye on you and make sure you get
No, please have a go. That's the point, is that we can make mistakes, we can make a mess, and some things end up in the bin, but everything we learn from. The pink. Drawn to the pink. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's go closer. So what I'm learning is that the further away from the paper that you drop, obviously the more splattered it comes out, and you'll get lots of little random droplets. Because we're inside, we probably don't want that level of mess, so it's important to sort of drop as close to the paper as possible if you're not wanting to make a mess, or if you're wanting something sort of more circular and predictable. But the pastel's really changing how they all play with each other.
That looks cool.
Yeah, I like the colours. Let's see what happens when you pour this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's kind of interesting. But if I go too much, the colours will go poo, so I won't. And this is in no way professional. There are other people out there who are extremely talented with stuff like this. I'm not one of them. I just wanted to show you the best way to use the materials to have fun at home, just as a bit of an amateur, I guess, just to show you the correct materials to get started. Right. I'm going to be a lot more civil with this one and controlled.
Okay, what won't make poo?
Oh, okay, stick within the warm family. So yellow, or actually go those ones. Yeah. That's cool. I like kind of drawing with it. That looks sick. Do you reckon silver or gold with this?
I think gold.
Gold?
Looks really good, but
Gold does look good. This one's getting a bit clogged or something. Ah, whoops, no. The cool thing about this, and it won't suit everyone, is that you don't actually have a lot of control, do you?
No.
You try to have control, but it still does its own thing.
Yeah.
So that does suit some personalities, and it is fun because really you just see what happens. It takes the pressure off. It's not your fault if it messes up.
Therapy?
Yeah. And it's a bit of fun, and if it works, sweet.
Yeah.
You want the gold?
Yeah.
There you go. I'm done. But you do need to recognise when it's time to stop.
Yes.
I think that is a big part of this. If you keep going, the colours get too dark, or the colours combine to turn into poo, which we've experienced a few times. So learning when enough is enough is probably a good thing to take away from this as well.
I don't know. Can you draw on it? Did you?
Yeah, I drew with it. That's it. Look at that. Sick.
Awesome.
That's very cool. Man, it stinks. Yeah. Lesson from Cassie. You can fix anything, just put heaps of gold on it. All right, let's see if your theory works. Because my colours have combined too much here, as you can see, and what I said not to do has happened, in that sort of a browny, pooey colour has been created. But it's all lessons. It's all learning. Is that a bit better?
Yes.
A little bit?
Yeah.
It's abstract.
Oh, cool.
All right, you've got one more.
What?
All you. All right, so it's the Cassie show now. No. Just, there you go, have a play. With that one. Yeah, how do your hands look? So go colours that are similar. So anything, yeah, purple, blue, yellow. Maybe go blue and yellow. That'd look cool. Because I mean, blue and yellow make green.
Yeah.
So you never know. Yeah. How sick is that? Love it.
If I do any more, I'm going to wreck it. I have a feeling.
Just gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Constraint, knowing when is enough. That's it.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
I like that bit too. Maybe.
Okay, go again.
Should we?
Because if it's dry, you can, yeah, you can do that. Once it's dry, it won't move as much, but adding that will help it too, just a little bit. Yep, that's it. Look at you. So what's that? That's number 4 for you? Is that your 4th one?
Yes.
And has that probably been the most confident you've been? So it does take time. You've got to have a few that you're not happy with, but I reckon that one's the best.
Okay.
Very cool. Go Cassie. Just a helpful hint, what you might notice here is that I've just put a coloured piece of card that kind of picks out some of the colours that are in the artwork, and you can see here it just frames it off really nicely and it makes it look like a finished product there just by putting an A4 piece of paper underneath. I've done the same with my cool colour one here. So if you're wanting to display it, all you need is a piece of paper, otherwise they look great in a frame as well.
So it's as simple as that. I really hope you've enjoyed playing with alcohol inks today and created something that you're really proud of. Please make sure that you tag me at Art Life Art Lessons on Facebook, because I'd love to see all the art that you've been doing at home or in your classroom. Thanks again for joining me. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you soon about a new upcoming exciting thing that we're doing. Take it easy. See you later.